Welcome to the Mesquite Garden Podcast, where your hosts, Porsha and Maricea, bridge the gap between Western healthcare and holistic health. A quick disclaimer, please note that this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. The content shared here is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition and should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. Now let's get into it. Hey you guys, welcome back. Happy February. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Are you excited?
I am so excited. I just love this energy.
Yeah.
Because it's all about love. Everywhere you go in all of the stores, everything is love, 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 love.
Yeah, I am excited. I also, Valentine's Day has not been one of those holidays for me personally that it's been like, we have to go to dinner. Myself and Dom, we're not like Valentine's Day, but we do still make a point to celebrate within the week or do something. Our anniversary is in this month, and so we kind of just wrap it all together. But overall, the kids, I love getting the kids the little Valentine's Day bag with like a shirt or something to wear, some goodies, and they always feel special. That way they don't feel like it's expected from them from anybody else, or, Valentine's Day love can come from anybody and
Yourself.
Not exactly from yourself, and not just a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. And so being that as I'm their mom, I've always liked to give them something so they know, hey, this is a loving, and it comes from whoever loves. You can love yourself, like you just said.
Or a sisterhood.
Yes.
Because Valentine is coming up.
Valentine. I love Valentine. Yeah. So, and that's what today's episode is about, you guys. We really wanted to focus on self-love with Valentine's Day around the corner. Whether you are celebrating that with a loved one or not, there is definitely celebration that can take place. So let's jump into it. One of the things that stood out for me when we were going over our talking points for this episode was that 60% of women reported that they wish they loved themselves more or had more self-respect for themselves. And I would bet that number is low. I would bet that if they really asked enough people, that number would be even higher.
I think so. Because we have such propaganda out there about the ideal body image of a woman that we don't appreciate and love who we are as unique, beautiful individuals.
Yeah.
Created in love.
And that's the surface area, because when we talk about self-love, we immediately go to our body image.
Yes.
But what about what's inside? What about loving whether or not we are worthy enough for love?
Yeah. You have to do it though. And saying it out loud, you mentioned that in another episode, how when you say it out loud, it resonates back to you because you hear it in your own voice.
Yeah.
And then if you say your name with it, like Maricea, I am, whatever you want to put behind that, then it's like, oh yeah. And if you do mirror work while you're doing it, then you are seeing the reflection of you, you are hearing it, and you are reinforcing that so that you get comfortable telling yourself you love yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, body positivity or body shaming, whichever way you want to go with it, is huge.
It is.
With our day and age now, with social media at everybody's fingertips, and even more importantly, at our younger generation's fingertips at such a young age.
Yes.
They are exposed to the false belief of what the internet is showing them and telling them. And the bottom line is, it is up to us as parents, as guardians, to control that. If your teenager, your child is struggling with self-love, self-worth, body image, that is your responsibility. As a parent, you can control that. It is not, in my opinion, the apps, the companies who put these algorithms out. Sure, they're doing it for their own gain of money. We know that. But we know that the same way that the cereal companies are filling our food with food dyes because they want it to be brighter and more colorful, so kids want it more. Like, we are unfortunately subject to the overall economic downfall of money, I guess, right? Ultimately, us as parents, we need to take charge, and we really need to understand that the attack on one's self-worth and or love, self-love, is huge, and it does need to be addressed, and it starts with us at home. So, if you guys are out there and you guys have Kids, think about them for Valentine's Day. If you don't normally, think about getting them something that shows that this isn't just about what somebody else can give you as far as a romantic individual. And you don't have to give them the chocolates and the sweets and the junk food. You can give them a piece of clothing. You can give them a massage. You can take them out and have a good, healthy meal with you, because ultimately we know deep down inside, and maybe even for those, some of those right on the surface, would actually really rather spend quality time with their parents than just receive a gift. And so, and that can come even if you guys, if it's not your child, if it's your niece, if it's your nephew.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Be that perfect auntie that takes them out into the wilderness, takes them hiking, takes them to a garden, takes them to the ocean, does those kind of outdoor things that reinforces their positive image.
Right. Yes. So
Movement,
exactly. And that movement, like we talked about earlier, as far as like this goes with the positive energy, and even like ecstatic dancing, doing yoga, doing things that allows the energy in your body to get fired up, to get moving, that automatically increases your vibrational frequency, and then in return provides positive mindset and provides a positive self-love relationship. And so really, self-care, self-love, they're essentially interchangeable in my opinion. You talked about the affirmations for love. You guys, I highly, highly, highly encourage those to write these affirmations that you can come up with that apply to you in a way that they are already happening. The I am. Not the I will or I have, but the I am. And put those on Post-it notes. Put those on your mirrors. Put those around the house, so every time you see them, you get to say them. You get to say them out loud. Like she said earlier, you're reinforcing, you're hearing it, your subconscious mind is downloading it, and therefore it is more likely to manifest into reality. And we already know that regularly practicing affirmations goes hand in hand with gratitude.
Yes.
Goes hand in hand with journaling, and of course meditation. So keeping with our regular theme of meditating, breath work, journaling, all of those things are vital for self-love and self-care. So continue those things into your practices. Some things that you guys can do to help with those like actual practices, we like to bring in tea. We drink tea all the time. We grow tea here on the farm. Herbal teas are excellent. Things like chamomile, things like lavender. Those are going to provide those calming, soothing, feminine energies into your body that will help reduce your anxiety, promote better sleep, and then in return allow for your body to be in a better flow state to welcome self-love. So essential oils, aromatherapy, those are going to also be other. And you guys, that's even an excellent gift. I might gift myself those aromatherapy necklaces. Have you seen those? They're so adorable. They're like crystals that you can open up. You put your essential oils in and you keep it around your neck, and then you can just open it and get a little whiff or put it on your your wrist or whatever. And so it's an essential oil necklace, and they're crystals. And I had just seen one. We were at a crystal shop when we were in Vegas last month or the month before, and I was like, oh, I want that. I don't even have any of my jewelry on today, but now we're talking about it and I'm like, oh, I should have got it. But those,
It'll
gifts,
make you go back and get it.
Yeah, exactly. Or
because
somewhere.
Now you're envisioning it in your life. You're thinking of how you can use it. And once you can see it, then you manifest that into your reality.
Yeah, I'm ready for it now.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and those are those types of gifts, you guys, that encourage self-love. Instead of going and giving your loved one a box of chocolates that's full of poison, think about a journal. Think about crystals. Crystals are phenomenal. Scientifically proven, you guys, they have positive energy. They all have energy. They all do a job. They even have their own form of DNA. They're actually very close to our DNA in their molecular makeup. Yes.
And it gives off energy, helps to balance your own energy.
Absolutely. And I do normally have, I have my crystals on my neck all the time, but I do normally have my bracelets and my rings. So consider gifting your loved ones self-care items. If you're going to give a material gift at all, think about how this can affect them long term, how this can help with their mental health, how this could make them feel better, how this could be a reminder of somebody loved them enough to get them something to love themselves. So I really think that self-love is just something that we really should have in school and in topics
and it's
of,
not commercialized. Like,
no.
I think they're trying to commercialize on it. But self-love is just about accepting who you are and being the best version of yourself and loving yourself now. Not in how you're going to be tomorrow, not in how you were in the past, but right now in this moment who you are and embracing it and moving forward into feeding yourself the proper foods,
Yeah.
feeding yourself the proper things that you intake in the social media.
Mindset wise, yeah.
Yes, because that makes you a whole person and not like seeking for someone to make you whole.
Right. While you were saying it, authenticity kept coming to my mind.
Yes.
Being your authentic, true self is the greatest energetic frequency one can have. When you are in your true self, your true authenticity, the universe will respond. It doesn't matter what your weight is. It doesn't matter what your face looks like. It doesn't matter what skin condition you might be going through. If you are in your true self, internally, your whole heart, you're in it, then we start responding. And like she said, that does come with making good choices because you love yourself. That does come with knowing that you are going to have to come up with a plan if there are things about yourself that you need to work on, because there will always be things about ourselves, and that is growth. You should always be growing. You should always be working on yourself, and that is you showing yourself self-love. So remember it's the takeaway. It's the takeaway of authenticity and applying the necessary steps to create the reality of who you really are.
Oh my gosh.
So
Pamper yourself. I mean, now is the time, especially because everything is coming into bloom, right? You can take those roses off of your rose bushes and sprinkle that in your bath.
yeah, that speaking of roses, so herbs, rose petals are symbolic of love. They can be used in your teas, baths, and they are heart opening. They are a feminine energy. They are great. Lemon balm also, that reduces anxiety. It promotes a sense of calm and self-acceptance. Also smells amazing. Holy basil, again, one of my absolute favorite herbs. It's an adaptogen, so that helps support balancing out the stressors from the day as well as emotional balance. Passion flower is a natural remedy for calming your mind and promoting restful sleep. So those are a few herbs that you guys can incorporate around this time to enhance your self-love with Valentine's Day. Foods that you want to incorporate are going to be your dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, those things that are naturally in season right now. You want to keep bringing those in. They're rich in nutrients. They support your healthy skin, your healthy hair, and your mood. Sweet potatoes are excellent, and they are high in beta carotene, and that improves your skin health, promotes your natural glow. Cacao is another sacred plant medicine. It is a feminine energy. It is a mothering energy. It opens your heart. It allows for the spirit of cacao to come in and really tap into your femininity, tap into that love and forgiveness. Fermented foods are always going to be a good option, you guys. They really, really do what your gut needs them to do because of all of the other foods that we eat in our lives right now. Our food system is trash. You need to have these fermented foods in your system to develop the gut microbe that you need to digest appropriately, and then for all of your other organs to function properly. Coconut water is, of course, another very hydrating, definitely. So again, those are some foods, some herbs. If you guys are going to choose to go the chocolate route, remember dark chocolate is a better option. You guys, there's so many different things that you can do to enhance this Valentine's Day, allowing you to focus on your self-love. Again, baths, showers, make yourself a good meal. Have your tea, journal, gratitude. That is more, get a massage. Yes. Go get a massage, you guys. That touch and that release is so important. So just a couple things, you guys. Again, Valentine's Day is around the corner. So we hope that you guys have a happy Valentine's Day. We hope that you guys practice and work on your self-love. Remember to be thoughtful. And if you guys are interested in gifting anybody some gifts, gift them something that can enhance their self-love and their own practice.
Give to yourself.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week, and have a happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on your favorite platforms at Mesquite Garden.